if I'm paying for everything, I'm doing all the transportation, I'm initiating everything, I think I'm finna start dating men.
Don't lose your best hitter.
I have never been broken.
So my name is Akila, and I talk about domestic violence and queer relationships.
I just haven't found her yet, but it's making me think like maybe I'm on the wrong side, because at least I know with a man I'm supposed to get some type of spoiling.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find that I date a lot of these femmes, and it seems like they looking for a parent instead of a partner, bro. Like, and I love spoiling my women. I love paying for stuff. I love taking them on dates and getting them flowers and make sure they're good in every way, make sure they're safe, opening the door for them, all that. I love that stuff. But it seems like I can't get any spoiling in return. Nobody wants to play their role. I'm getting girls flowers, taking them on these crazy dates, and, you know, them real good, you know, at the end of the night, make sure they get home safe, getting them all of this and getting nothing in return. Like, I don't know if girls are fake gay, but they don't even want.
Now, this is wild, right? Now, she wants to go back to men because she's not getting that. I think she want to feel like a queen. I do. I'm sorry. Look, if she want to go back, she want to be pampered. Oh, she's going to feel great. That's a win for the home team.
Like, they don't even want to F back. Like, they don't even want to back. Like, am like, what? I be trying to ask girls, like, are you gay for real? Like, are you gay? Because you act like, you know what I'm saying? It even come down to the conversation. I be carrying the conversation, asking them questions, figuring out what they like and what they don't like. And they don't ask nothing back. Like, and I asked this one girl, like, why don't you ask nothing about me? And she said, I'm just trying to see for myself. What? Like, if I'm paying for everything, I'm doing all the transportation, I'm initiating everything, the least you could do is a little or something, or bring me some flowers, walk to the gas station, give me a bag of chips. I'm not asking for a lot, but it seems like I am, because I can't get anything out these girls, you know. And not everything is about this, but if you're not finna do this and make sure that I'm satisfied, then you have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pull up. You're gonna have to give me something, some blunts, some alcohol or something. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, you rolling up every once in a while ain't even enough no more. It's not enough. Like, I need the full experience the same way that I'm giving you. And I just feel like with a man, like, he's automatically expected to do things, put stuff in motion, pay for stuff, all of that stuff. And I know if I had a boyfriend, I would reciprocate his energy and treat him really well, because I already have that in me as a masculinely presented person. And honestly, I'm not even masculine. Like, I'm kind of STEM.
All right. Now, that's wild, right? Now, she understands reciprocating. I don't know if she knows men struggle with that, but she probably does. And seems like she may be a woman for real under there. Now, I can see her without the hat, with a dress on, putting on some makeup. She's going to look like something. There's a lot of studs out there like that. And guys will definitely give her a chance. She probably got something back there too. I don't know.
Like, I'm kind of STEM. I like to switch it up. Like, I like to be masked most of the time, but I will put on some lashes and a cute outfit and everything like that. So that part of me ain't feeling the not getting nothing in return. It just got me, like, overwhelmed. And as a giver, I need me a giver. And maybe I just haven't found her yet, but it's making me think like maybe I'm on the wrong side, because at least I know with a man I'm supposed to get some type of spoiling. Because right now I'm not getting nothing, and it's making me want to switch. So anybody that's out there, let me know if I'm tripping. Studs, am I out there? Y'all feeling like let me know if I'm tripping, bro. Just to back up my last video that y'all made go viral, I'm finna tell y'all a little story time with receipts. I got the screenshots. Let's get it. Met this shorty. I met her off a dating app, so that was probably my first mistake. Met her, talked to her on the phone. She was she was dry. She wasn't asking anything about me. It was real dry. It was really more like just banter back and forth, and I liked that, but not for the full conversation. We met in person. I probably shouldn't have met her in person after the vibe was dry on the phone, but we met in person. The vibe was a little bit better, but not by much. Like, I had her over my house with my people, with my family. She would barely talk to anybody. We would be playing games like charades and different games, so she wouldn't participate. Like, she would just sit there looking around, looking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I tried to fall back from her, but she wouldn't really let me. She would text me, "What you doing?" every 5 seconds. I would be doing everything, and like the one time I asked her, like, "Let me get some," she told me some "you first." Mind you, I already done did what I did to her a couple times now. Anyway, I do what I do. I devour. As I do, I put it down. She do me, and it's like she doing it like it's a chore. Like, doing it like she don't want to do it for real. Like, shorty also had, like, was always acting broke. Didn't really pull up on me. She probably pulled up on me like 2 times in the matter of us talking 2-3 months, which is crazy. And when we first met, I didn't have a car, so I always slide around, like, and try to get her in different ways, catch her Ubers. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. One time I was trying to see her. Also, I initiate every interaction. But anyway, one time I was trying to see her, and I live outside of the city, and she lives closer to the city. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in the city today," and she told me she's gonna be at a location that was about 10 minutes away from me in the city as well. I'm like, "Oh, you 10 minutes away from me? Can you meet me at this bar on Edgewood? Make it easy for me so we could just go home together, you know?" And she said this my sister's boyfriend Uber, and she using it to get back to the house. She said something like that. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm thinking, like, what? You can't get an Uber 10 minutes to me just to make it easy because I always come and get you? And I'm dumb, so I pulled up on her. I was like, "Man, fine, whatever. I'll come get you." Pull up, go in there. I was probably in there like 5 minutes. My sister with me. My sister go to the bar. I go to her. She with like 2 other people. And we sitting, we talking, we chilling. Then, out of nowhere, she say, "My cousin got to go to the bathroom. We finna walk to the Waffle House down the block." I'm like, "There's a bathroom in here." We're literally like 2 feet away from the bathroom that's in the bar we in right now. She told me she don't want to use that one. I'm like, "Well, okay, well, she could go to Waffle House. You staying with me because I just came out my way to come get you. Don't you want to see me? Like, I'm here. Your ride is here. You supposed to be leaving with me anyway. Like, let her go." She look at me like she got an attitude. She roll her eyes, whatever.
See, this is the problem. This is where a woman and a woman clash, right? Because men have gotten used to that. What would I have done in that case? A woman says, "Oh, I want to go to the bathroom, this, and that." I'm already thinking the games, or not even just the games. She's a woman. She wants to go for whatever reason. Could be scheming, could be planning. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. I'm going to let her go. I'm not thinking about that. Someone like her is going to be concerned with every little nook and cranny, every little step she takes. I don't care, because every step she takes doesn't make me breathe. Doesn't make me eat as well.
So I end up going over to my sister. She by the bar getting a drink. I'm with my sister. I don't see Shorty no more. I look back. Shorty gone. Mind you, I had on heels and a dress that night. I had a heels and dress on. And she seen I had a heels and dress on. Was still doing me like this. I'm like, "Bro, I know she ain't." Like, "Are you serious?" So I hit her up like, "Where are you at?" I call her. She like, "Oh, we at the Waffle House. Come get me." I'm like, so I'm low-key fuming at this point. I'm still done though. So I pull up to the Waffle House. I pull up to the Waffle House, mad as hell. And I low-key, like, because of her out on the phone while I'm like walking to the car and stuff. I should have left when she went to Waffle House. I should have left then. I pull up on the Waffle House. Shorty takes so long to come out of the Waffle House. I'm fuming. I'm snapping on her. I'm like, "Bro, why would you do that?" Da 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 da. She just being quiet, like just looking out the window while I'm driving. So after that night, I just wasn't really feeling her no more, so I kind of felt bad for her. You know, wasn't replying as much. I was low-key ghosting, slowly ghosting, slow ghost, slow holy ghost. So eventually she hit me up like, "I feel like you don't mess with me for real. You only hit me up when you want to." I've been low-key waiting for her to say something, so I broke it down to her like this. Honestly, it's not that. It's just some stuff you do be turning me off. First, you're super dry, and it makes me want to be dry. You don't ask me no questions, and all we do is bicker back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I even brought up the charades, like, you was just sitting there not saying nothing. I'm like, "I don't know how you get money, but you be acting broke." She told me she was a dancer. Ain't dancers supposed to have money? Then I said I asked you to meet me somewhere that was 10 minutes away. You talking about this is my sister's boyfriend Uber and she using it to get home. Like what they got to do.
Wow, this is it. This is it. This is why women get in the most fights. You see that? They both bickering. As she said, all I feel like is we're both bickering back and forth. What happens with a man? A man can deal with the other girl because men are usually dealing with that. We're more humble, we're more quiet, we're more calm. We can handle her taking forever. I've had times where a woman, I've got mad though that day. I waited for a woman at a club. Oh, they didn't arrive there till 1 o'clock. It was wild. And God knows what they did. But men have to deal with it. Men learn to deal with it. Men are more patient with dealing with it. So a man is gonna handle her better and that girl she's with. They just don't know.
With you, ain't you grown? You don't have your own Uber account. Like that was done to me. But whatever I can scoot you, then we did walk down the street for what? They give me the A for real. I also said, like I said, you be acting broke, so I know when I want to see you, I'm going to pick you up, drop you off, and pay for everything. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that if you had a lively, fun personality and then make that worth it. But or was a real freak or something. When we love, I got to be the one who initiated it. I devoured you and da da da. I told you everything already, pretty much what I said here. I told her all she do is hit me up and say, what you doing? Hey, I broke it down. Like, y'all was talking about communication. I communicated. And I said, I know that I'm masculine a lot, but my type is someone who could take care of me too and is ambitious like me. Or if you can't do that, then bring something else to the table, like good vibes or something. I ain't saying this to hate on you, but I'm just telling you why I fell back on you. I was going to hit you when I'm ready to kick it. Granted, she did kind of take accountability. She said, I apologize. She kept saying I'm not a bad person for some reason. I don't know why she kept saying that over and over, like she was trying to convince herself. But she said that she got laid off, so she ain't got no money, and she told me she don't really want it all the time. Okay, then we don't have to do it at all, but you always down to get something, you know what I mean? And she was saying she ain't got no car, so she can't get around. But I'm just like, I didn't have a car when we first met. I still found a way to get it done. And you get everywhere. When I be on the phone, her, she be everywhere out and about, so you get where you want to go. And we don't have to all the time. I'm cool with that. But if you're not bringing no personality, money, or vibes or nothing to the table, you can at least bring that. If you're not bringing nothing, then what we gonna do? So me still trying to give her another chance. I hit her up like a day or two later trying to invite her some stuff. Like, what you doing? She talking about she busy. I'm like, hey. She like, okay. So after that, there's nothing else I can do. You're gonna have the ball is in your court because I'm done initiating stuff. She gonna hit me up saying we ain't cool or something no more. I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. You the one who not talking to me. I said, we good, shorty. You just been too busy to hang with me. And I told you why I fell back on you and ain't nothing changed. We coolin'. She said, for sure. Okay. Nah. The way she responded is like a man to me. Like, what? And this is supposed to be a femme, bro. So I said, you see how dry you being? This is what I'm talking about. She said, all I said was for sure. And I said, exactly, that's all you said. That's the point. It's good, though. Be easy. And we ain't talked since then. Like, that was the end of it. But I just told y'all that story so y'all know I don't be lying. Like, I really, really be trying. And I just haven't found my person yet. Y'all men in your comments, y'all doing too much. Like, I still love my women. I still don't like y'all. Like, it's whatever. I was just ranting. Okay? So chill out, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with women.
Stop the cap.
Okay? It's something wrong with the whole system. You know what I'm saying? But any pretty ladies in ATL, hit me up. I got more stories. Let me know if y'all want another one.
I know that ain't a stud. Yep, got me. She really having a good time. I'm trying to wrap it up. But these fight. I'm cool. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm scared to say something because they decide. I'm ready to risk it all. Let me stop before our stutters come.
You're stupid. It's happened. As you see it, seeing a lesbian friend trying to date men after another failed relationship. See, the reason why it's failing is the same thing the woman just stated. She doesn't see the problem, right? She said, oh, I'm still going to date women. But the issue is you're dating someone that's like you. See, also what it is that every woman has a masculine side. She said, oh, you just answer a one statement. That's because that woman is used to talking to guys. She's used to dating men. That's why she answers with those one statement answers, because that's how a guy will answer. Every woman has that in them. Every woman, it's not that they're a stud, it's that every woman, they're that girly all the time. So yeah, they're gonna answer one answer. Sometimes they don't want to be bothered. And that's what happens. And that leads to a headache. And that's exactly why more of you women are abusing each other.
I was dating this person for 3 months who lives on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Classic. But we didn't U-Haul in the first 3 weeks. A win is a win. I'll take that. Anyway, blissful time in London when she came over. Apart from her kind of odd, avoidant freakouts, which I worked through with her. Came to spend time with my family at the weekend. We had the most gorgeous time in the sun. I baked her a beautiful English lavender from the garden cake, bergamot cake. We had Fortnum's Earl Grey tea in the garden. I gave her this like proper English experience and wanted it to be this divine, sublime time, and it was. Anyway, booked my tickets to go and see her after she left. Okay, so these tickets, right? For over 24 hours, I checked, double-checked and triple-checked that these dates work, because she's quite flighty and easily distracted. So I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Okay, does this work? Does this work with you? Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. I quote, perfect. Solid. Again, verbatim. Perfect. Anyway, she's like, oh, day one, we're going to Orlando. We're doing a road trip. And I'm like, okay, so I won't have seen you for over a month and it's still really early days. I'll just have got back from this long haul flight. It'll be crazy humidity, crazy temperatures. I get horrific migraine day one of any trip. If I've been flying, I don't know if it's like cabin pressure or atmospheric pressure, whatever. Day ones, usually I need to be grounded and calm. Beside that, we should be in the honeymoon period. I should be being treated to brunch. I should be welcomed with open arms and I should be getting princess treatment, right? And she's like, right, well, fine, come or don't come at all. Bye then, I'm over it. This isn't working. It's clearly not working. And I'm like, so like, you're breaking up with me and derailing what could have been a really nice future because I don't want to go to the theme park. You can't up.
That's what's happening.
I don't know. You can send your best man, you gon' lose your best hitter. What is that?
Gay? Girl, don't play. If I was gay, I'd be like, I'm gay, woo! And I hang with the gays, but I ain't gay.
Story time of the worst lesbian date I've been on and all the red flags I ignored. I don't understand TikTok's obsession with me eating and talking, but we're gonna roll with it. And for context, I am notoriously bad at recognizing red flags. I also like to not make excuses. Yeah. So this is a story about a woman I dated out west. We had matched on Hinge and started talking there for a few days. And she was really forward. She asked me out almost immediately. I said, yeah, cool, giddy up, let's go. I don't want to waste my time either. Also, I'm in work, HE double hockey sticks right now. It is 5 o'clock and this is my first meal of the day. Anyway, we go to a sushi place, which is maybe walking distance from where I work. Apparently she drove 2 hours in. Did not know that till she got there. And when I first see this woman, the first thing I think is, oh, she is like much shorter than what her profile says. And yes, before you all attack me, I know I'm travel size. I am 5'1". I will shout it from the rooftops. I'm a tiny little Asian lady. This woman said she was 5'10". 5'10", she says. I'm 5'1". I was wearing 3-inch heels. She was shorter than me in the heels. Also, we were at this sushi place for maybe 3 or 4 hours. And the entire time, she did not loosen up. I personally love first dates because it's usually after you've been talking to someone, you're excited to meet them in person, see if you vibe, but I completely understand why some people get nervous. And so in the beginning, she was slouched over, she was doing a little of this, she was a little nervous, yada yada, but that didn't stop. For 4 hours. I was like, okay, maybe she needs a beer, maybe she's tweaking, I don't know what's happening. Cannot relax. Then she tells me she has one job, and then she tells me she has another job, and when I ask her what job she has, she says she's transitioning jobs. So I push that all aside because she is honestly really cute, she's a little nervous, and I just want to make her comfortable, so we start talking about our past relationship. And this woman is the epitome of a red flag. All of her exes are crazy, all of her exes are psycho, they were all playing her, and it's just bad juju, bad vibes right off the bat. I, unfortunately, am soft and I don't know how to exit a date politely. So I sat there and smiled. I forgot to mention this woman was in her mid-40s. That'll be important later. And then, ladies and gentlemen, not only does this woman have a roommate, which in itself, I don't care. In this economy, I hope you have a roommate. Save that money, honey. Her roommate is an ex who is a man whom she absolutely hates and only dated to convince herself she wasn't gay. And she said they fight all the time. But of course, none of that triggers Mayday, Mayday in my mind, and so I sat. And then we get to the fun stuff. I don't know how it came up, but we started talking about triggers in relationships, as lesbians do on the first date. Now, I was very honest. I said, a big trigger in relationships for me, A, is when effort and energy isn't being reciprocated. I'm always the one, like, communicating my feelings or doing, like, little gestures or whatever for people, and I'm burnt out. But then I also mentioned a huge red flag for me is yelling or door slamming. We don't need to get into why. It's all related to trauma, but yelling and door slamming, I just don't think that's a healthy way to communicate if you're angry or upset with someone. And this woman looks me dead in the face and says, oh yeah, that's something I really have to work on. What? What? I'm sorry, ma'am. If you are in your mid-40s, she said her last relationship had been 7 years, and you don't know how to have a disagreement or a hard conversation with your partner without raising your voice and slamming things, you should not be on. Take yourself off Hinge, take yourself off Bumble, take yourself out of the dating pool. There's work to be done. Did I leave the date after that? No, of course not, because I'm a child. She then proceeds to give me an example of said anger issues. She and her roommate, mind you, this is still her male ex, got into a fight the night prior. And she said her resolution to not screaming was to slam the cabinet doors.
It's time to stop! No more!
She then proceeded to tell me about the gun collection she has in the house that her parents apparently pay for. So why do you have a roommate? Why do you have a roommate that you hate? And finally, the icing on the cake, and this cake. Any of my family or friends who know me know I'm a very feely person. I always give my friends hugs. I always am sitting on people's laps. Like, when I'm at my friend's house, I am body touching someone. But when it comes to romantic partners and when it comes to dating, I am the biggest prude. I did not touch my last 3 partners. Like, no zone. No fly zone for me. This woman on date number 1, after all of that messiness, talks about how down the line she can see herself doing X, Y, and Z to my body. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Anyways, I was on that date until about 11 p.m., and she tried to pursue me for about 2 months after and finally gave up someday. So that date, on top of some other relationship horror stories I have, resulted in my friends saying they now need approval before I go out with someone. Realistically, I just need one of those, like, help, I've fallen and can't get up buttons, and I just need to start pushing that under the table because I feel bad leaving dates. It's not nice. And yes, you can all laugh at me in the comments. Don't cancel me.
No, that was funny, but you see what her biggest thing was, and that's all of their biggest thing. The first woman who mainly the video is about, her big thing was reciprocation. The same thing with her, reciprocation. That's men's issue too with women, reciprocation. It's wild. I mean, I'm sure some of them get it. I'm sure she will get that probably in one of her future relationships. But that's a big thing with men. Men want reciprocation, and so do they do too, and that's an issue. I get it.
I was never meant to be broken. I think about that all the time. How grateful I am that I have never been broken. I've been shattered. I fell into pieces, but I have never been broken. How grateful I am for that. Because there has been some people that have tried to break me. There have been some loves that tried to take the most beautiful things from me. They have tried to take me from me. And they have lied, and they have manipulated me, and they have put their narcissistic, devilish ways on me, and they've taken my kindness for weaknesses, and they've tried to drag me through the mud and through the dirt with them, but still I rise, and still I'm grateful, and still I'm great, and still I'm blessed. Despite anything, I still wake up with a beautiful spirit. I still am grateful for life. I still see the sun. I still worship the moon, and I am still true to myself, and I cannot be broken. How beautiful is that my God.
I gotta stop her because she was giving a sermon there, right? But they're getting tired of it. This is a common thing, and it's increasing. But you know what's going to start happening? More and more are going to start coming back to men because they can't even date other women.
My point exactly.
Because other women don't understand those simple things like reciprocation. It's big.
So this is me and Janet Mock, and there's a story attached to this. So my name is Akila, and I talk about domestic violence and queer relationships. I was in an abusive relationship with a woman. So one of the tactics of abuse is destruction of property. My ex would constantly destroy my things. She destroyed my PlayStation. She would destroy my clothes. This is a tactic of many types of different abuses, mental, emotional, and financial, because she would destroy things that I couldn't replace or that were irreplaceable. So when I was in college, Janet Mock came and she was promoting her book, Redefining Realness, and I was able to get a signed book and take a picture with her. It was amazing. I felt like I learned so much. My ex, even though we were gay together in a lesbian relationship, did not like that I was around other LGBTQ folks. If I was around other queer and trans people, she thought I was cheating on her, and it would cause her to get jealous and go into a rage. Well, one day we were arguing about something I can't even remember, and she took the book that I got signed by Janet Mock and ripped out around a third of the pages. She did that because it was something I cared about. I still have this book to this day, even though there are ripped pages, because it's signed.
Hi guys, welcome back to this series where I share real life stories and cases of abuse and domestic violence from within the lesbian queer women community. Thank you for all of your support in this series so far. And today is going to be a little bit of a different video. Instead of sharing a public record case or a celebrity case, I'm actually going to be sharing a story of somebody who watched the series and wanted me to share their story. Before I continue, if you would like me to share your story, I would be happy to do so. So please do just send me a DM. I really do just want to raise awareness that this is not a rare issue in our community, and it happens a lot. All you have to do is sort of look at the comments and the level of comments on that Jerry Mac TikTok, and that's just on my video, and pretty much everyone comments.
Now, guys, this is crazy. I'm not even going to get into the story because there's tons of them you can find on TikTok and you can review them yourself. But this is a common occurrence. It's something that awareness needs to be brought to because, guys, the numbers are high. The numbers are extremely high. And I get why some of those women decide they want to turn the other cheek, right? Because when the numbers are higher, because from men to woman, it's high. From woman to woman, it's even higher. And I'm talking about around 60 to 70%. That's bad. If in 60% of your relationships, 70% of your relationships, somebody's being abused, why would you want to continue it? Why would you want to continue a relationship? And me, honestly, I probably wouldn't want to continue being with those people, right? Because you can hear, like, I don't think women have that same ear. They all claim, oh, I have intuition, right? So, but you don't have common sense because a man can go, okay, I need to weigh out the good and bad. It's more bad than good. So why would I go down that road, right? And it's the same thing that's happening now. How men feel about getting in a relationship to a modern woman. If getting in a relationship with a modern woman is more bad than good, imagine a lesbian getting with a modern woman. it's a nightmare. But a lot of them they don't see it that way. And I'm not trying to say, hey, change how you are and date men. That's almost impossible. Probably none of them are gonna do it, but still, it's something to think about. I see a lot of lesbians, going to other countries, becoming passport bro girls. and I get it, because the issue is the modern woman. It's the same thing in the lesbian community. But this is why they turn into men, because a lot of them can't go that way. And I get it, because most of them realize it's definitely more to life than going through something like that. Thanks for watching. See you next video.